Ask Reddit. What is dangerous to forget? The master password to your digital vault. People have lost hundreds of millions of dollars from forgotten passwords. I feel like I have internalized my master password in the same way that I have internalized the alphabet or simple math. I think I could get amnesia and it will be one of the things that I'll still remember. Whether or not you took your meds for the day, I can never remember if I did so to keep from taking them twice. I got one of those containers with a box for each day. Doesn't help me remember to take them though. Use an app. I use my therapy and it really helps. It alerts you when it's time and keeps track of when you've taken it. Cleaning out your dry vents regularly. If they become completely blocked, it can lead to a house fire. I saw this happen once. I came downstairs to the smell of smoke, and my buddy was furiously trying to put out the fire. Luckily it wasn't that big. A fire extinguisher is something you never want to have to look for. They're expensive but it's worth having a few and very noticeable spots in the house. Mute and turn off the camera when you are done interviewing. Tell that to Robert Durst. That the beautiful wild animal is still a wild animal, but cheetah look like big kitty, and bears look like fluffy dogs. Bears break my heart. They're so adorable. So adorable. But they all want me to die. What you are allergic to. There was a guy on Reddit that said though he was allergic to shellfish, he loved it. Said he used to take Benadryl before he'd have any. That stopped helping after a while, so he'd just bring his EpiPen when he went out for crab. Haven't heard any more from him in quite a while. To turn off gas stove. That you're driving. Oh shit. Thanks for reminding me. That the handle of the frying pan you stuck in the oven will be violently hot if you don't use an oven mitt to pull it out. Or if you forget the handle is still hot after pulling the pan out and walking away for 10 minutes. Always leave a mitt towel on top of the handle after taking it out. I learned to do this after burning my hand, and then having a family member touch it and burn themselves too. That you had something in the oven. Or the toaster. My sister once said to me, can you check the bread I put in the toaster when I opened the kitchen door? The smoke was so intense, I couldn't see more a couple of feet. Turns out, she put bread in the defective toaster some 20 minutes before asking me. It only took 2 hours to get rid of the smoke and a mere 2 weeks to get rid of the smell. Yeah, but how was the bread? It was toast. That you shouldn't just mix whatever cleaning supplies you have available. Some of it can form a deadly gas and kill you ASAP. Ammonia and chlorine bleach specifically, a very real danger. Do not put water on a grease fire. Do not put water on a grease fire. It will make the fire grow. If you have a grease fire, place a metal lid or flat pan over the source of the fire to deprive it of oxygen. Turn off the heat source. If you can't do a lid, pour baking soda on it. Edit. Also salt and damp dish towels. From commenters. Under the right circumstances, electricity can kill you instantly, and unless you're an electrician, you probably don't know what the right circumstances are. Keeping good dental hygiene really bites you later on if you're not careful. I grew up in a household that didn't teach dental hygiene 32, and on Wednesday I start my first of 6 procedures to get my mouth fixed. 6k worth of work. So nervous, but so excited for the future. Edit. You all are amazing. Thank you for your kind words. Dental hygiene is so important. If you're nervous with expenses, believe me, of all people, this whole ordeal has stressed me out the last 10 years. Never having dental insurance, always working in the restaurant industry. I told my new dentist this 2 weeks ago. He said, you would be really surprised. There might be a dentist out there that has a legitimate plan for those that can't afford it. When the warning label on something reads inflammable, it means that it's highly flammable. It will burn easily, not otherwise. Flammable and inflammable are synonyms. This is a primary example of the stupidity of the English language. Your parachute. The face of your father. That never ends well. Stares in Gunslinger. That you're not immune to propaganda. The amount of people who think they're too smart to fall for propaganda is scary AF. That behind the usernames are actual living people on the other side of the screen. I can't believe how toxic people, even myself, can be. Would we say things like that to strangers in real life? No? Then don't do online either. Which pedal is the go pedal and which is a stop? I did this and ruined my parents' car and garage. That you're not wearing the pants with the keys but went to the store in your joggers for like once in your life because you were hungover. Because then when you get back and stand outside your door like a proper fool you realize that your phone is still in your apartment as well. Not that it would matter too much since your flatmate would sleep through a civil war and probably won't wake up for hours. Did you end up getting in the house or did you have to start your life over with nothing but the joggers? I repurposed the joggers into a tent and have set up a small shop outside the building that was formerly my residence. I make a living out of selling leeks that I have grown out of the groceries I went out to get that fateful day. It's been 5 years. My flatmate has not woken up yet. History. Nuclear launch codes. In the 50s 80s the code was 0000. That putting a croissant in the microwave for 20 minutes has a different effect than it being in an oven for 20 minutes. Edit. Thanks stranger for this toasty at home award. I laughed so hard I farted. Edit 2. For everyone asking why I put a croissant in the microwave. In my country the microwave and oven can be the same machine. I was making fresh croissants from French pastry. I set the time and then accidentally moved the wheel to microwave instead of oven. That the gun is loaded. You should always treat it like it is loaded. Don't invade Russia in the winter. Your baby is in the backseat of the car. The amount of parents who forget their kids are still in the car after they lock it and roll their windows up is honestly horrifying. Especially here in Florida, cars turn into ovens and will practically fry your infant child inside out. I can't even handle driving with the windows down with no AC. I couldn't imagine what it's like for a small infant who's still strapped in to be sweating and crying for someone to get them out. I couldn't imagine the physical pain of coming back and your child isn't moving and is in a pool of sweat. I was told once before that if you have a baby in your backseat put your shoes in the back with the baby and drive barefoot cause you're not going to go into the store without your shoes. And when you go to get your shoes you'll realize you also have the baby back there. Your girlfriend's birthday. No problem if no girlfriend. Your wedding anniversary. The new toilet paper roll when you go for a shit in your house. Alone. Unsubscribe before free trial ends. That these olives are not pitted. Oh god I have capped teeth and this made me shudder. That you're driving and not daydreaming on the sofa. Oh shit just ran over Steve. Sorry Steve. Who you are and your self-worth.